Hey everyone, so we got our Pampered Chef starter kit in the mail. Like I said, we're longtime fans of Pampered Chef, but we are new to selling. When you decide to become a Pampered Chef consultant, there's like 4 different like kits you get to choose from, which is kind of nice. You can choose like a lower tier kit, which is a little bit cheaper, and then kind of progressively go from there. Each kit has some like basic items in it, like some basic like cutting boards and measuring utensils. And then each one kind of has different like specialty items. So you get to kind of really pick which you prefer and which you think that you're going to use the most as a consultant to kind of try to sell. So we ended up choosing one of the higher tier kits, which I'm really excited about. There's some things in here that I've used previously, and there's some things in here that are new to Blake and I. So we actually ended up getting 2 boxes. I think the smaller tier kit would probably just come with 1, but we got 2 boxes that we're going to unbox today. I think I'm going to start with the smaller one here first. I'm going to move this off to the side real quick. Oh my goodness. Alright. Are you going to make fun of me as I open this?
No, I would never do that.
Never make fun of me?
I would never make fun of you.
Blake is working the camera today. It's just me. Alright.
It's my excuse for not having a tripod.
Ooh. We got the big thing first.
Ooh,
Are
okay.
you ready? Okay, so we chose one of the larger kits, and part of the reason we chose one of the larger kits, they've got one with their Pampered Chef air fryer, and we actually got an air fryer for Christmas, so we ended up not going for that one. We ended up going for, it's like their Griddle panini press, and I'm super excited about this. I am a big fan of paninis. I don't make them as often as I'd like to, but part of the reason being is that I don't have a really good like panini press like this. So this is the Deluxe electric griddle grill. You can use it for paninis, but there's also actually like a couple different attachments for it. I think you can make waffles with this. Yeah, if you take a look. Breakfast, make pancakes in the griddle. Lunch, make your paninis. Dinner, they have a recipe where you can make like chicken fajitas and stuff with it, and really just use this for just about anything. So I'm pretty excited to actually like start using this. Do you want to go ahead and get it all the way out, you think?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
It doesn't look too bad. I'm pretty pumped, like I said. Cool thing about Pampered Chef is that with all of their supplies, anything you get from them, they always have like a little like recipe card. And this one I don't think has the recipe. This one doesn't have the recipe card with it right now, but you'll see in some of the other ones. This is like a big cooking guide, and it's got all sorts of information. Getting to know your grill, and then it's got also, if you look, kind of breakfast, lunch, some different like sample recipes. So that's one of the things I always love about Pampered Chef is that they don't just like give you these utensils. They always have like all sorts of free like recipes that they're going to provide you with each item that you get from them. I'm super pumped. Alex like we have 2 great big boxes. This is like real professional.
It's way bigger than I thought it was.
I'm fine, I'm excited. It's like all sorts of paninis. Look at this. One of the many reasons that we kind of we decided to go ahead and take the leap and start selling Pampered Chef is that all of their stuff is like really high quality. I mean, just even looking at this. This is like...
It's got a lock on the side?
So on the side here, it's got like different like levels for the press, and then it's got the little like release. So let me see if I can figure it out. I have to read the directions to have a release on both sides. Just the one. Oh, I had to push back. But like, look at that. You could easily do like a couple sandwiches at a time. And then this is like just a flat top griddle. So yeah, you could easily do like paninis, like we said. You could do pancakes on this. I mean, you can probably even do eggs if you really wanted to. It looks like there's a little thermometer in here, a little utensil to help like scrape in between.
I think they also have a waffle option.
Yeah, we were supposed to get a waffle attachment, and I'm thinking that one's probably separate, because these two pieces right here are just like the plain, like flat griddle pieces. Yeah, these are the plain griddle pieces. So I'll open our other box here in a minute to take a look at it. But yeah, this is really cool. If you're somebody that when you're cooking and you want to make like a quick meal for your family and you don't want to like turn on your oven, heat up your stove, and like get a whole bunch of pieces of equipment out, this is a really like easy tool to like make a quick meal with your family, or even like have your kids kind of help you with the meal. Personally, kind of just getting it plugged in, even for us like over here, making those quick sandwiches or like doing like a little stir fry or something. I think it'd be really easy. A lot of fun, like less mess personally. Just kind of scrape it off with this. I'm excited to like start playing with all of this and figure out what all it does. Yeah, we've got start stop button. Yeah, there's two like little hinge releases, and then there's like the different levels to like push it up the way you want it. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, you push the little button here. I'm not gonna stick it all the way out right now, but to replace our griddle part, or our like grill part with like the griddle part. And then I should in the other box have a waffle iron piece. I have to like, I'm excited, because I have a feeling we're gonna be making lots of waffles here in the future. How about you?
I mean, I think little man's gonna want waffles in the future.
Little man's gonna want waffles for sure.
We actually, and for those of you that don't know, we keep a we definitely keep on, after we make like a round of pancakes, we tend to like freeze
waffles.
We tend to freeze the leftovers because Liam just loves them so much.
Good thing to have on hand for little ones, for sure. And little toddlers. That's what we do. So that would be why we had two boxes. So this box is gonna hopefully have a whole bunch of goodies in it. This was kind of our big item. Like I said, this is why we bought like the larger starter pack, because I was excited for that panini press.
Yeah, I didn't need another air fryer.
I don't know, air fryer is nice, but I'm for sure, like I said, I'm excited for that panini press. So this one is supposed to have some stuff in it here that should be familiar to me from somebody who kind of grew up with Pampered Chef. My mom sold Pampered Chef for years and kind of stopped there for a while. I have purchased Pampered Chef myself before. All right, let's see. I've got on my list here. I've got a pen. I've got a whole list of everything that's supposed to be in here. If Blake can kind of like take a look, if you can just see this box is stacked full of stuff. And I got a whole list of things that's supposed to be in here. So we've got, let's see here. First thing we're gonna pull out, this is, oh, we've got a manual food processor. So this is the manual food processor lid. Let me see if I can find the manual food processor. Batter bowl. No. All right, I'll find the manual food processor here in a second. I'll show them to you. The first thing I'm gonna grab, these are flexible cutting mats. So I don't know about you, but if I'm ever like out like grilling, or when Blake's really out grilling, not me, I don't always like want to take a great big cutting board out with me. Or if I'm like out like eating with family and stuff, we have things that we need to cut up, I don't always want to take a great big heavy cutting board. These flexible cutting mats are really great to take outside, or these are even really great for little ones who are just kind of like getting the hang of working in the kitchen. So if you take a look at these, this one's kind of fun. This has got some different examples of different knife cuts, which as a family consumer science teacher I'm very familiar with. We've got the julienne. Let's see, a fine julienne, a large dice, medium, small, to kind of remind them what they should look like. It's even got a roller down there. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's cool. The other ones have different like things on there. Like one's got something about, like examples of teaspoon, tablespoon. But these are really great mats that you can prep on and you can cut on with actual knives. And then what's great is that whatever you've prepped on here, if you need to put it in a bowl or put it somewhere, you can pick up your mat and kind of bend it and gently pour whatever you're cutting into your bowl instead of having to pick it up and balance it and try to like scrape it off in there. If that's not something you're comfortable with, these are great for that sort of thing. And like I said, especially working with little ones, handling knives for the first time, these are wonderful for that. So when you purchase these flexible mats, and this actually came, I think, with 3 of them in here? Yeah, there's 3 of them there. So this is something that comes with every single starter kit. And like I said, they're just great like little tools. Let's see. We have the Super Veggies Enrichables. I don't know a ton about these, I'll be honest. I've heard about them. I'm kind of curious to try them. We've got a toddler at home, and if you know anything about toddlers are not a huge fan of eating vegetables. Sometimes they eat fruit, and they like to go through a picky stage. So these Enrichables, I've heard a lot about. This is the Super Veggies Enrichable. It's kind of cool. 1 scoop of this vegetable powder is equivalent to 1 serving of vegetables. So this is supposed to have mushroom, pumpkin, parsnip, broccoli, and cauliflower in it. And it's got some examples for you of things you can put it in. It says in pasta, rice, oatmeal, or soup, you could put like 1 or 2 scoops in. Drinks and smoothies, you can put a whole bunch of them in there. Batters and doughs, put 1 scoop in, and that's going to help you kind of like hide some of those veggies and things in there. So your kids are hopefully still getting some of those nutritious vitamins and minerals and things that they need from their vegetables. I know that my son definitely, we need to get a little bit better about hiding some of those things in there. But that is, I'm kind of excited to test that out. We also have a cool Southwestern seasoning mix. Pampered Chef is known for really their kitchen equipment, but they do have a lot of cool batters, seasonings. They don't have like a ton of them, but the ones they do have I know are really good, and they stand by them for a reason, and there's a reason they've had them for several years. I know their beer bread is one that I really love, and that's one that I for sure plan on ordering here pretty soon. But yeah, they've got a Southwestern seasoning mix. This has got what? Onion, garlic, chili powder. Pretty excited to try this one. And it's got on the side, let's see, taco filling. Tells you how much you should add to make a nice little taco filling. Let's see. Our classic garlic press. I personally, with my background of working in the restaurant industry, I have no problem mincing garlic for days. But if you're not somebody that enjoys mincing garlic, like my dear husband back here, making faces at the moment at me, Pampered Chef has a wonderful, wonderful garlic press. And we actually already have one of these in our house because we love minced garlic. Garlic is everything. But these things, heavy duty, they're great. You take your clove of garlic, put it in here, push it down, and it pre-minces it for you. It saves you a ton of time, saves your hands from all those smells. Honest, truly, one of my... I don't use it a ton, but I know Blake absolutely loves it because he is not somebody that wants to chop up garlic.
I make a lot of Chinese food, and so a lot of the Chinese food that I make allows for like minced garlic. So
I'm trying to figure out. Let me see. We'll do the classic bag. We'll start with that one. Man, there's so many things in this box. All right. This is our classic batter bowl. This is going to be like the 3rd one that we have in our household. And you know what? That's okay, because these are great to have around. Okay. Oh, it's a large one.
That's a large one.
It's a large one. I think I have small ones, actually.
You do.
This is an 8-cup batter bowl. These are great for all sorts of things. They're glass. They're heavy duty. I will sometimes, depending on what I'm making, I'll put like pudding mixes in here. I'll heat things up in the microwave. I'll use these just to like mix up quick batches of things. They come with these great lids. So if you're like somebody that's really into baking or pre-pepping things, these are great to put like I said, just the lid on, put it in the fridge. Because it's like that heavy duty glass, it is microwave safe. We've got a great big one, but Pampered Chef actually has, let me see real quick, some smaller ones. I think ours is a 4-cup that we've got down here. Yeah. We've actually got 2 of the smaller 4-cup ones, and so I'm pretty excited to have a larger one as well. I know we use our 4-cup ones all the time, But the 8-cup one, we can definitely put a lot more in that. It makes up a whole bunch more. But no matter what size you get, they all come with these lids, which are super duper handy. And I'm waiting for Blake to yell at me because I'm just throwing all these boxes behind me.
Recycling's on Tuesday. It's okay.
Let's see here. Oh, what is this?
Is that the salad prep one?
No, I don't remember that I didn't realize we were getting this. This is a Microcooker. Look at it. Yeah, 3-quart Microcooker, Enrichables. I'm excited about this. I'm not. Huh. So they gave us a list of everything that's supposed to be in here, and I didn't realize some of the things that we were getting in here. Classic batter bowl. Cool. So this is a Microcooker that Blake is going to be really pumped about because he didn't realize we were getting this either.
If you could explain that to me, 'cause I honestly don't know what a Microcooker is.
So they call this the 3-quart Microcooker Plus. There are all sorts of things you can do with this, but one of the big things you use this for is cooking rice in the microwave.
Oh, okay, I'm pumped now.
So like I said, most equipment that you get is gonna come with like little instructions here or little like recipes with them. So we've got the lid for this, the boil over guard, says how to use it, and it tells you about how to cook rice. It's got recipes here for standard white rice, brown rice, and quinoa. Not a huge quinoa person, but if you're somebody that really likes quinoa. But yeah, so Blake for sure will probably be messing with that later. He's gonna be all excited. That's a nice little microwavable rice cooker. And that's gonna be a whole lot faster than us trying to cook it on the stove, especially since we don't have an actual rice cooker. And then for us being a family of 3, that's gonna be the perfect size probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially somebody that likes meal prepping, you know, all this Chinese food that he was just talking about a minute ago. Maybe.
I meal prep other things.
You meal prep other things?
Salmon rice.
I'm gonna pull some of my little things out here that I'm excited about. Got a really nice whisk I'm pumped about. Their whisks are always...
I think it's heavy.
Yeah, I know. They're nice. They're stainless steel. They got a little Pampered Chef logo. I've got at least one of these. I love their whisks. They're ones that are built to last. You know, sometimes that you've got those whisks that like after you use them so long, they kind of like fall apart or the metal starts kind of bending on you. These don't. These stay. They hold up. They hold up their shape for sure. Get all my stuff off to the side. Like I said, I'm opening all the little ones. Excited about these. I for sure already have some of these, but you can never have too many tongs. I don't know about you, but I tend to I start with like one set of tongs that I'm using when I'm cooking, and then I end up getting another one, and then all of a sudden I'm out of tongs. You can never have too many tongs.
I love these tongs.
This will be your second set like this, and this specifically, it's just a small pair of tongs. What's kind of great is that they've got this like lock on them, where if you flip them upside down, okay, it unlocks them. This piece like slides. If you flip them back up, it locks them into place. So if you're like storing them or for whatever reason you need them closed instead of opened, it'll lock them into the place that you want them, okay? The ends are rubber, they're heat resistant. They're great for really cooking anything. I really like to use these especially for like salads and stuff. If I'm like doing like a tossed salad or a larger salad that I'm serving to others.
I use them for marinades a lot, specifically when I'm doing like chicken.
Yeah. These little things here I'm excited about as well. Most of the stuff here you're seeing, so like I said, the things I'm kind of setting up to the side here, I'm pretty sure the garlic press comes with any Pampered Chef kit that you get. The flexi mats come with all of them. I'm thinking the whisk and the tongs probably do too. I know for a fact these measuring spoons come with all Pampered Chef. Yeah, all Pampered Chef kits. And I really love these. I grew up with these. And these are great tools. I would love to get some of these for my classroom because these are really great tools to teach you more about measurements and give you like a visual about how much a measurement, certain measurements are. So if you look at these, like this one's for teaspoons, this one's for more like our tablespoon. You can adjust by sliding this down how much you want to measure out for each ingredient, okay? And then you slide it back up if you want less of an ingredient. So really, this one right here starts off, the smallest amount is a teaspoon, and then you can slide it down to what, a teaspoon and a half, 2 teaspoons, 2.5 teaspoons, or a tablespoon that you want, okay? And you measure it out, pour what you want. To clean it, these pop apart really easily, and they just slide back and forth however you want them. Same for this one. This one starts, the smallest amount is 1/8 of a teaspoon, going all the way up to what, 1/4, 1/2, let me see. Yeah, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and a whole teaspoon. But these are super great, especially if you're measuring like a lot of things when you're baking. Just getting these 2 out without having to dig around and look for several different like measuring spoons. They're wonderful. Let's see here. Okay, I started getting this out earlier. This was the manual food processor lid. I think I finally found our manual food processor. Let me show you the food processor. The lid came separate for this. I have a couple food processors in the house. They're all ones that you have to plug into the wall. What's cool about this is that this one you don't have to plug into the wall. This one you can do all by hand, and it's kind of nice and small. Really great for like guac or like salsas. It's got our little blade piece in here that sits in there. This sits down, and then when you get all this actually put together, this part lifts up and you push it down, and that's what makes the blade move. So if you are maybe having like a group of friends over, a party, whatever you got going on, or once again, you have like kids that are in the kitchen, like helping you cook, this is such a fun tool that to chop up your guac or chop up your salsa, or like to chop up anything you want just a little bit more control of, all you gotta do is put it in here, you lift this up, lift the lever up and push it down, and it makes it spin. And that's how it chops it up. And it gives you a little bit more control of what you're doing. And it, like I said, it is for small amounts. If you're using larger amounts of, if you need to chop up larger amounts of something, obviously I'd recommend getting a larger food processor. But having this for just a little manual one is great. And this lid, what this lid is, this lid goes on here for this bowl to save whatever you've cooked. And actually it's got this nice little like rubber piece to kind of help hold it in place. So it's not gonna like slide on you as you're pushing this down. Really, it seems like it's gonna be pretty easy to clean too. Just like a couple little parts here. So I'm excited to try that. And like I said, Blake and I are a big fan of guacamole, especially in the summertime. And we obviously don't eat a ton of guac all at once. But let me get this out actually. But it'll be nice to have that lid so we can just store the guac in the container that we made it. Personally, that would be great. You know what this is?
I do, and I actually have learned to love it.
Yeah, these are great. Another one of Pampered Chef's great measuring little utensils, little tools.
You want to show our bigger one? I actually just cleaned it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
drawer.
So this is a measure-all cup. This is a small version, but we do have a large version as well. What's really cool about this? You're supposed to have different measuring utensils for liquids and different ones for solids. There's a reason behind it. I teach my kids all about it in school. But what's kind of cool about this is that you can use this one for liquids or solids. The biggest difference is that for liquids, you have to have the pour spout facing up. You measure it out, and it'll say, there'll be an arrow that says this side is for liquids. It needs to face up this direction. It's right there for liquids this side. It'll tell you how much you measured out to. You pour whatever liquid you need, pour it out. Now if you want to measure solid ingredients, you flip it over. Okay? Now it doesn't look like there's any place to put your solid ingredients. What you do is you push down this little centerpiece here to the place that you want. So this one is the dry measuring cup that goes up to 1 cup. And it's actually, that's kind of cool. That's an update. It's got tablespoons and teaspoons. The one my mom had growing up didn't have the tablespoons and teaspoon option.
Actually just used ours this morning to make pancakes.
But you can push down to the line that you want, put your solid ingredients in there, and then I love using this for peanut butter or shortening. You can obviously like tip it upside down and pour the ingredients out. But if you're using kind of something sticky like peanut butter or shortening or yogurt, you can take what you have and physically push this out this way and scrape it off, however, whatever you're measuring out. And I know that like I said, peanut butter, shortening, those things that kind of stick and are always hard to measure accurately and get the full amount out of your measuring cup. This is a really easy way to get it all out because this kind of like pushes it all off the sides. You can just scrape it off really easily. So like I said, we have a great big one. This one goes up to what, 2 cups? Yeah, 2 cups. This is a smaller one, so this is gonna be really great for those smaller amounts of ingredients that we're measuring out. Speaking of pancakes and waffles, because we have the lovely little griddle here, we're supposed to have waffle iron pieces that go with this, and Pampered Chef gave us a nice pancake waffle mix. I've not had their pancake waffle mix, so I'm excited to try it. Seems pretty simple. 2 cups of milk, 2 tablespoons of butter, pancake waffle mix. I mean, pretty simple to me. Little man loves pancakes and waffles, so I'm excited to try that. This is a little portion scoop. I bet this portion scoop is probably for our Enrichables, our veggies. I almost guarantee that. Let's see here. Oh, this is our little adjustable grater. I'm pretty excited about this. If anyone is familiar with grating cheese or carrots or anything like that by hand, you know just how much of a pain it can be. This is an adjustable grater. Woo. That will not only like kind of stand to help you kind of grate like a box grater would, but it's also got this like nice little guard here where you can kind of put whatever you're grating inside it and it'll help hold it in place to help you kind of grate. Yeah. Put it in here, it'll hook on and grate back and forth. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know that like me personally, when I'm grating things, I have a tendency of getting my finger, which is not super fun, kind of painful. And that was an item that I was very excited about getting in this box personally. Almost through it. We got a couple more items, and then we got our big box over here. Something else I didn't realize we were getting. Nice little chef's knife. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that big.
Pampered Chef sometimes like surprises you and like throws extra things in there. And that's always really exciting.
That or we don't. That or you or I don't know how to read, but.
No, sometimes they legitimately like surprise people. So this is a coated chef's knife. It's nice and blue. It's pretty. That seems pretty sharp. I'm excited to test it out. I've got my chef's knife that I used to use in the industry, and then we've got a couple other chef's knives here that are not super great. I've heard great things about Pampered Chef's chef's knives. It seems like weighted pretty well, personally. It's coated to help prevent things from kind of sticking to it, and I know they've got lots of different colors, and they've got some that are not coated. Comes with a nice sheath with it, but I'm excited to test that out. That was something that was not anticipated that we received. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I have 2 more things left in this box and 1 more thing over here. This is the waffle plates that go with our little griddle grill that I'm excited about. Like we said, little man loves waffles, so I'm pretty excited about these because we're gonna be able to make a couple waffles at a time. Like 2 great big square waffles all at once. These are great, like coated. Pretty pumped. Those are gonna make nice waffles that'll like freeze really well. I'm excited about those. I'm excited to try out that pancake waffle mix personally. All right. This is a thing that Blake I know has been very, very excited about, and it is currently on sale. Hopefully it'll be on sale by the time you see this video. But this is Pampered Chef's Rapid Prep Mandolin. If you guys aren't familiar with a mandolin, that is not a musical instrument. My brother would probably tell me all about the musical instrument mandolin, personally. But if you're not familiar with the Rapid Prep Mandolin, I highly suggest you check it out, or just a mandolin in general. Ooh. What this does is this helps prepping veggies. Makes prepping veggies significantly easier. Kind of like our grater over here. Let me see if I can figure this out. Kind of like our grater over here. It helps cut, or this one over here, it helps grate different like cheeses, vegetables, chocolate. This helps cut fruits and vegetables in a certain way. A lot of times you see it, people use these for potatoes. It will cut them like in slices, or I see people use these for kind of French fries sometimes, or homemade potato chips. This has comes with a nice little cleaning utensil. That's like
cool.
Exciting. Because I know sometimes these are really hard to clean, especially with the really sharp blades. Blake will have to do like a little demonstration video with this to show you guys just how cool this all is. But I know he's really excited. Ooh, let's figure out how to put this all together.
I do a lot of meal prepping on Mondays on my day off, so it's been my wife has successfully taught me how to use a chef's knife properly over time, but I don't know, something about when you have a lot of things to get done around the house, especially like when it comes to laundry or even just getting the kitchen cleaned up, it's kind of nice to have something that's, you know, nice and easy just to do the work at a rapid pace. That's really cool.
Ooh, I'm excited. Yeah, so typically, traditionally when you have a mandolin, you're gonna have your portion here with the blade. Sometimes you can change like the blade styles or like adjust it for thickness, and you'll take like your vegetable, a lot of times I see zucchinis or potatoes, and you'll have to kind of go back and forth. You have to go back and forth and cut slowly at a time, and you still have the potential of cutting yourself. The cool thing about this Rapid Prep Mandolin, once I kind of get the hang of it all, is that I'm gonna have to mess with it a little bit more because there's some locks and other things on here. Is that you put your vegetable here, whatever you're doing, your zucchini, your potatoes, carrots, take your little guard right here to kind of help hold it in place, and then you're supposed to be able to like lift this up and down and just kind of like push it back and forth, and it's actually the blade that's moving and not the vegetable. It's supposed to make it go like super quick. Everything will shoot out right here into this nice little container. Like I said, I know Blake's very excited about trying this out, so I'll probably let him try this first. But I think this is gonna be super helpful, especially in the summertime. We signed up for a CSA, which is it's community supported agriculture. There's a farm near our house that sells fresh produce for to help feed the hungry in our area, to help those that are experiencing food insecurity, and they have produce that they sell, and we get like a share or a box of fresh produce every week. And that money goes to them, help sustain the farm, and then also to help support those in need. So I'm excited because we don't get to pick like what veggies we get. We're gonna get just like a mixture of things. So hopefully this will help us kind of like prep and freeze things for the winter time, because I guarantee we'll have extras of stuff. So this is the very last box in our little kit. And I'm pretty sure this is our box. It's gonna kind of be like our getting started box. So if you noticed, it says you've got this. It's got a little let's walk through this, what's inside. So I'm probably gonna take my phone here in a minute and do a little QR code to see what's all in here. But it looks like we've got our little Pampered Chef apron, our like official, get started. Some little additional packets here. Ooh, we got a 3-onion like dip mix and all sorts of other things. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff that Blake's gonna be excited about. Let's see. A bunch of other stuff to kind of help us get started with our very first party, including lots of recipes.
Onion burger.
Blake's very excited about that. Onion burger, season's best, 15 budget-friendly recipes. Like I said, Pampered Chef always, if you're ever not sure what to do with something, or if you want to use a new tool, or not sure what you ever use this tool for, Pampered Chef always has tons of recipes out there. A lot of them are for free. A lot of them, like, let's see, baked brie sunflower, savory mashed sweet potatoes. A lot of them are like very approachable. And then if you're somebody that wants to try to like impress somebody at like a family gathering or something, they've got things that are easy enough but still like elegant for others. I've actually got 2 of these, so I've got ones to give away. But I'm pretty excited. Got my little "You Got This" sticker. So I think what's gonna happen, Blake and I are gonna finish kind of going through some of the stuff together. Ooh, I've got some product info cards. I'm pretty sure for all these products in here. Talks about some of the advantages and benefits of them all. And then, yeah, and kind of some things I can use with them. So I'm excited. We're gonna go through these later, but I'm excited to start this journey with you all. Got some catalogs here. Oh, I'm pumped. I'm excited to start this journey with you all, and feel free to kind of take a look and see what other videos we have posted here pretty soon.